So in this video, I am going to show you how to do calculations when you're doing joins. Alright, so this is very similar to what we did before when I showed you how to do calculations in your sheet. Now we are going to do calculations when we are doing joins. So quickly, let's preview our data. So when we click on this, we'll get a preview of the data. Here we have car model and year, and then we have city. And in this case, we also have three columns: car model, city, and then car year. I don't know why this is formatted with comma, but this is supposed to be year. And then we have similar data here. So let's say we want to join two tables together. So if we click on this right here, you see that we have car model and year in one column. If we wanted to join this sheet with this sheet, naturally it won't work because they don't have anything in common. Okay, but if you look at a preview of sheet 1, we have car model and year as one column. And if you look at preview of sheet 2, we have car model and car year as two separate columns. So we can combine car model and car year as a single column and then use that information to do our join. So let me show you this in action. If we go to sheet 1, from here, we want to use car model and year. And then from sheet 2, we want to do a create join calculation. And from here, what we do is we type in car model, and then there's spacing between it, so we put this to add space, but we have to put a plus sign first, and then we put plus sign again, and then we'll do car year. So now what we have here is a calculation that has car model and car year. So when we did that, it shows us an error. That's because this car year is considered an integer, and we cannot combine an integer with a string in a calculation, and we cannot combine them together. So to change that, we'll highlight this and we scroll down and find integer. We can type in string here, double click on string, and doing that, wrapping this car year around a string converts it from integer, which is a number, into a string, which is text. Now we can do concatenation. We can add this and this together using a space between them, and then we can click on apply. You don't have to click on apply first, you can just click OK. But I like to click apply and then click OK. And so this is the result, right? So now what we have here is car model and year, and it's doing an inner join of the ones that match between this data frame and this data frame. Now we can do a left join, and then you can see these ones don't match this here, and then we can do a right join, and basically it returns everything from the right side. And then we can do a full arrow join, and you can see both sides of the equation. So basically that is how you would do calculations when you're doing joins. So if you have a data frame like this one where we have car model and year, and then we have sheet 2 where we have car model and car year, and we can do a calculation to combine car model and car year, and then use that information to merge with this data frame that has car model and year on the same column. That's one thing I wanted to show you in this one. Another thing I wanted to show you in this video is merging two data that are the same information but they have different data types. What do I mean? So if I click on sheet 3, you can see car year is a number. You can click on this right here. You can see car year here is considered a number. I can convert this from a number into a string. So now car year is considered a string. Now if you go to sheet 2, we cannot combine sheet 3 with sheet 2. Why? Because in sheet 2, car year is a number. Let me go ahead and change this back to a number to make this easier for you to see. So by changing, let me go ahead and remove this. So we have sheet 3 original, right? This is car year is a number. If we bring sheet 2 in here, we can do a merge successfully. And if you click on this, it will tell you that it's using car year to do the merge. Now, if I go back to sheet 3 and change this into a string, as you can see, it is now a string. Now if I bring sheet 2 into the view, it is not able to merge both of them because they don't have the same data type. So even though the data looks the same, they do not have the same data type. Car year here is considered a number data type, and car year here is considered a string data type. So here car year is considered a string, that's why it has ABC, and car year in sheet 2 is considered a string. That is why, and it's considered a number, that's why it has this number, and that is why the merge cannot happen. So when you have a problem where you have two data in two different data sheets that are similar but different data type, if they are different data types, you cannot do the merge. Now one way to solve this problem is to click on, if you go to click on this, you won't see anything here. Now if you click on this, let's say we want to do year and car year, right? So we can convert this car year into a string. Car year 2 is a number now. We can convert it into a string and the merge would happen successfully. Or we can convert this back into an integer. So to do that, we can click on this and click on create new calculation, and car year, and we can put parentheses around this, and then we can click integer. We can type in integer. Okay, and now if we click on OK, now our merge is able to happen because we have converted this car year from a string into an integer. So the main point of this particular section of the video is to show you that when you have a problem of two separate data sets that are different types of data, you can click on this icon and change the type of data it is to make it easier to merge, or you can change the type of data it is using join calculations. That's it for this video on doing calculations with joins, and I'll see you on the next one.